34th Street, Herald Square is an underground station complex on the BMT Broadway line and the IND 6th Avenue line of the New York City subway, and is the third busiest station in the system, with 39,672,507 passengers entering the station in 2017. It is located at Herald Square in Midtown Manhattan, where 34th Street, Broadway, and 6th Avenue, Avenue of the Americas, intersect, and is served by the 34th Street is a major crosstown street in the New York City borough of Manhattan. It runs the width of Manhattan Island from West Side Highway on the west side to the FDR Drive on the east side. 34th Street is used as a crosstown artery between New Jersey to the west and Queens to the east, connecting the Lincoln Tunnel to New Jersey with the Queens, Midtown Tunnel to Long Island. Several notable buildings are located directly along 34th Street, including the Empire State Building, Macy's Herald Square, and Javits Center. Other structures, such as Pennsylvania Station, are located within one block of 34th Street. The street is served by the crosstown M34/M34A bus routes and contains several subway stops. The street was designated by the Commissioner's Plan of 1811 that established the Manhattan Street Grid as one of 15 east-west streets that would be 100 feet, 30 meters, in width, while other streets were designated as 60 feet, 18 meters, in width. In April 2010, the New York City Department of Transportation proposed to add bus rapid transit along the 34th Street corridor. To create exclusive lanes for buses, the street would be converted to one-way westbound operation west of 6th Avenue, and one-way eastbound operation east of 5th Avenue. A pedestrian plaza would be created between 5th and 6th Avenues. The street was eventually kept in two-way operation. Times Square is a major commercial intersection, tourist destination, entertainment center, and neighborhood in the Midtown Manhattan section of New York City, at the junction of Broadway and 7th Avenue. Brightly lit by numerous billboards and advertisements, it stretches from West 42nd to West 47th Streets, and is sometimes referred to as the crossroads of the world, the center of the universe, the heart of the Great White Way, and the heart of the world. One of the world's busiest pedestrian areas, it is also the hub of the Broadway Theater District, and a major center of the world's entertainment industry.
saturate the entire region with the knowledge of Jesus as the waters cover the sea. We'll see you there.
Hey, welcome everybody! We're so excited to do Jesus Week, Jesus Summer right here in Times Square! We are the most influential island in the world, which is Manhattan. And we're excited to be here. We're gonna celebrate this city. I know it's been felt like almost 2 hard years of a lot of people being lost and people going through things. But it's great to see Times Square is alive again. Populated with people walking and talking and connecting. So we're gonna have a great night tonight. This event goes all the way to 8 o'clock tonight. We have some special guests that are gonna be up here. But first, I wanna bring out my good friend, Pastor David Bodell. Come on out.
So great to be here with you. We're so thankful for all the churches that we've been co-laboring with over this entire summer, really for the last 2 years. Since the pandemic began, hundreds of churches have been in the most struggling, impoverished neighborhoods, bringing food, bringing clothing, bringing hygiene resources to bring hope and blessing in a time of great trouble. And we usually celebrate every year. Last year we couldn't, but here we are together again today. We're so happy to be together with you. And the movement of Jesus Week is to supply hundreds of churches in the entire Northeast with some of the resources you see in some of the tents, and they're all available for you.
Times Square is one of the world's most visited tourist attractions, drawing an estimated 50 million visitors annually. Approximately 330,000 people pass through Times Square daily, many of them tourists, while over 460,000 pedestrians walk through Times Square on its busiest days. Formerly known as Long Acre Square, Times Square was renamed in 1904 after the New York Times moved its headquarters to the then newly erected Times Building, now One Times Square. It is the site of the annual New Year's Eve ball drop, which began on December 31, 1907, and continues to attract over 1 million visitors to Times Square every year. Times Square functions as a town square, but is not geometrically a square. It is closer in shape to a bow tie, with 2 triangles emanating roughly north and south from 45th Street, where 7th Avenue intersects Broadway. Broadway runs diagonally, crossing through the horizontal and vertical street grid of Manhattan laid down by the Commissioner's Plan of 1811, and that intersection creates the bow tie shape of Times Square. The southern triangle of Times Square has no specific name, but the northern triangle is officially Duffy Square. It was dedicated in 1937 to World War I chaplain Father Francis P. Duffy of New York City's U.S. 69th Infantry Regiment, and is the site of a memorial to him. There is also a statue of composer and entertainer George M. Cohan, and the TKTS ticket booth for Broadway theaters. The Times Square Wheel is a once-in-a-lifetime experience in the middle of Times Square, NYC. Have erected a majestic, state-of-the-art 110-foot tall giant Ferris wheel that will showcase the crossroads of the world as never seen before. Experience sensory overload by billions pixels as you soar 110 feet through a canyon of spectacular billboards. Come and share this spectacular experience with friends and family all over the world. In 1904, New York Times publisher Adolph S. Oakes moved the newspaper's operations to a new skyscraper on 42nd Street at Longacre Square, on the site of the former Pabst Hotel, which had existed on the site for less than a decade since it opened in November 1899. Oakes persuaded Mayor George B. McClellan Jr. to construct a subway station there, and the area was renamed Times Square on April 8, 1904. Just 3 weeks later, the first electrified advertisement appeared on the side of a bank at the corner of 46th Street and Broadway. The North End later became Duffy Square, and the former Horse Exchange became the Winter Garden Theater, constructed in 1911.